Hi guys, it's Cornish Kayak Angler, and today I'm back with another video of a rigged up fishing kayak. Today I'm looking at one of the very best saltwater fishing kayaks out there. It's the Viking Kayaks Profish Reload. Absolute superb hull shape for cutting through choppy coastal waters, dealing with swells. If you've got paddle against some tidal waters, this kayak just does it all. Even taking it through surf, it's fantastic. Comes all the way from New Zealand. The guys over there designed it specifically for fishing in their waters, and the waters in New Zealand very similar to our coasts over here. So it just makes the Profish Reload a top option for salt kayak fishing right here in the UK. It's fast through the water for a fishing kayak. It's 4.5 meters long, 14.5 feet long, fairly sleek hull, but it's still pretty stable, and it can even take a fairly large paddler and still remain pretty stable out in the choppy coastal waters we get here. So yeah, really great option if you're looking at a sea fishing kayak. Comes with loads of features as standard. They're really well kitted out from factory, but we've added plenty of accessories to this particular kayak, including fish finders, all sorts of rod holder mounts, and also a lightweight Bixpy electric motor system, their K-1 system. So in today's video, I'm going to run through how we fitted everything to this kayak and got it kitted up, including how we've installed that Bixpy K-1 motor system to this kayak. So let's dive in, take a look. So starting at the bow, I've got fitted one of the BerleyPro Bumper Bro keel protectors there. That's stuck on with Sikaflex EBT Plus Clear. That's stuck on there really well and protects the corner of the bow from scuffs and scratches as you're coming into land on the beach or slipway. Yeah, nice thing to easily add on to your Profish Reload there. On top of the bow, yeah, it's got its carry handle, which comes as standard. We've got molded in brass insets there. They're an M5 thread size, allows you to easily add an anchor trolley to this kayak. See, I've got one fitted over the other side, which I'll run through in a minute. Some crisscross bungees on the front. Again, they're set up as standard on a Profish Reload. There's a little bungee ball here, which allows you to easily slide your paddle blade or rod tips underneath, should you need to secure them down to the bow, perhaps in a surf launch or landing, to keep everything nice and low to the deck. But yeah, moving further back, you've got a nice oval bow hatch on this kayak. That opens up, allows you to store plenty of gear inside that bow there, including something like a Railblaza Sea Tug trolley. They're really popular for these kayaks, but they easily fit inside this hatch. It's a nice rubber sealed hatch, but you've also got these straps which keep it secured down, prevents it possibly popping off if you took a heavy beating in the surf at any point. But yeah, nice secure large oval hatch there for storage. The main feature on a Profish Reload are these removable tackle pods. Really cool system here. This whole pod allows you to mount a fish finder and store all your fishing tackle inside. I've just got a rod strap and securing strap fitted across here. That's an optional accessory you can add to secure the hatch lid down, but as standard it's on a bungee fitting here. Open that up, masses of room inside to store tackle boxes and gear. But you can see here I've got the battery for the fish finder just fitted in there. There's a nice recess in there where it sits. But yeah, that's the inside of the tackle pod. But yeah, it's a fully removable system. There's a little pin here, which if I just pull out of place, allows me to lift up the whole pod, and that all removes from the hull. And that makes it nice and easy to load up, keep all your gear inside. You can easily pop it in just before launching, and when you get back in, you can easily take it out. Really cool system. So you can set all this up at home in the comfort of your garage or shed, and then yeah, nice and easy to put on the kayak when it comes to going out for a session. As standard on the tackle pods, they come fitted with these two Railblaza Starport HD fittings. And to this, I've added a Railblaza TracPort Dash 500. So this is like, yeah, dashboard system where you have further starports that you can slide within a rail. Allows you to fit multiple accessories to this. And if you can see here, we've got a fish finder mounted off this. A couple of spare starports either side where we can add rod holders from Railblaza, or perhaps a camera mount, something like that. But yeah, plenty of options there for accessory mounting. But yeah, as standard, we've got just a fish finder on there for the moment. The fish finder fitted to this kayak is the Lowrance Elite FS7, and this is one that comes with a 3-in-1 active imaging transducer, so that gives you side scanning sonar. You've got chirp sonar, down scan imaging. It's touch screen, really nice fish finder. I use this one myself, but yeah, you can see on the screen here, chirp sonar. This is down scan imaging mode with a fish reveal overlay, side scanning sonar view. It's also a full GPS chart plotter. So I've just got the chart set up there. Yeah, it gives you full charts, and you can get seabed maps. And into this, we're going to be plugging in the Navionics Platinum Charts. This allows the user to run relief shading charts. Now you can just see them there on the back there. Really high definition seabed charts. Shows you where all the reefs drop off, sandbanks, etc. are. Really handy addition to any fish finder or chart plotter that can run the relief shading. But yeah, Navionics Platinum Charts. They just plug in an SD card slot, which is found under this Lowrance logo here. But yeah, together it's very sort of comprehensive source of all the info below you in terms of what the fish finder can show you, and also what's around you with the chart plotter and the charts. Yeah, really nice fish finder that. And to the screen, we've got installed the BerleyPro fish finder visor. Hard plastic visor, helps sort of prevent splashes from reaching the screen. It helps shield from strong sun glare. But yeah, really popular addition to many fish finders. Those that easily bolts to the flush mounting brackets on there. But yeah, the mount itself, using a Railblaza R-Lock fish finder mount R, and it just bolts to the mount that comes with the Elite FS7, using some M5 bolts, stainless bolts. So yeah, we've got the wires running down. There's a recess below a plastic plate here. Take that off. All the excess transducer wire is coiled up in there. The battery wire runs through a small hole into the inside of the pod where we saw that battery. And yeah, on the underside of the pod, we've got the, you can just see there, the transducer fitted. And that sort of sits just proud of the hull. It's a side scan transducer, so it needs to sit proud so it can shoot out either side of the kayak. And that's been mounted and bolted to the recess in the bottom of this pod using a sort of hard plastic bracket, which allows the transducer to sit low enough to sort of sit proud of the tackle pod, and then proud of the sort of bottom of the kayak to allow that side scanning transducer to function correctly. So yeah, that's the tackle pod set up with a fish finder there. You see on the front of the tackle pod a nice wooden chopping board. That's a really cool addition. They come as standard on the tackle pods, but yeah, pretty cool to have a fishing kayak with a bait board already built in as standard. We've got another storage hatch here. This is a small screw hatch. We'll just open that up. It's just in front of the seat, molded in area. Handy little spot to perhaps put some baits in there, some cut up baits ready to use. It's a drain plug in the bottom, so you can easily flush it through and wash it out should you need to. Into the kayak, we've got the feel-free deluxe seat fitted. It's a nice comfortable backrest that sort of curves around, really hugs you into the kayak, gives you a little bit extra control and connectivity with the hull as you're paddling. And they're sort of clipped onto the stainless pad eyes that you got fitted for the seat at the front and the back. Nice strong fittings for your seat. Yeah, nice comfortable backrest in this kayak. Just behind the seat, we've got another couple of bait hatches, just like the one in front of the seat. One this side and another on the other side. So plenty of storage options for storing little bits and bobs around the seat, so it's nice and easy to access. Just behind the seat, we've got 4 flush mounted rod holders fitted as standard on this kayak. They come as standard, including 2 more that are just forwards of the seat. Quite handy for popping your rods in when you're baiting up and tackling up or dealing with a fish. Yeah, 4 rod holders behind the seat for storage. Also got here a couple of Railblaza Starport HDs. Again, these come as standard fitted to this kayak, so it's nice and easy to add Railblaza accessories to, such as this here, which is the Camera Boom 600. Easy to mount your GoPro off there, capture all your action on the water. And on the other one, we've just plugged in here a Railblaza rod tube, another rod holder there, just holds the rod up nice and high. If I take that out from there, that plugs in there, keeps your rod up nice and high above the water if you wanted a higher rod option than the flush mounts give. But yeah, nice and easy to add Railblaza accessories to this kayak. See here alongside we've got solid side handles, makes it nice and easy to lift up and carry this kayak if needed from the center point. Bungee paddle holders found either side of the seating area as well. Just going to move to the stern of the kayak now, where we've got fitted the Bixpy K-1 motor kit. That's fitted off the Bixpy Versa Rudder, this system here. The Bixpy K-1 motor easily bolts to the bottom of this rudder blade, and the rudder attaches to the Viking rudder bracket, available from Viking, and yeah, just clips on to the rudder control lines that you get from Viking. And as standard, the Bixpy Versa Rudder, it comes with this, what we call a V-wing steering system. And there's a couple of studs on here where you can tie off rudder cords. With Viking, they make their rudder kits quick release via these carabiners. So what we've had to do is just add a couple of these universal D-rings into the threaded inserts that you get on this V-wing steering to allow us then to clip and unclip the rudder control lines. And what that allows us to do is to unclip the control lines. You undo the rudder pin by this little clip below. It allows you to pop off that whole rudder system. Brilliant for when it comes to the end of the day, disconnecting it all and popping it away. The same when you're setting up, it's dead quick and easy to set up. Super easy system. Really nice lightweight electric motor kit for your kayak. You can use it solely to push you along, or what a lot of people do is use it to sort of augment their paddling. So you can paddle along with a motor sort of on half speed, taking the sort of brunt of the load of the kayak. So it makes it feel very lightweight to paddle the kayak, and yeah, extends your day on the water, makes it a lot easier. Or you could save the battery and just use it for a quick blast here and there, or when you need to get back in to the shore. But yeah, we've got that all set up there off that rudder bracket on the back. You can see how that's all set up there. We've got this uphaul line as well, which I'll run through in a moment. Yeah, the steering lines just run through the rudder tubing, which is pre-installed on the Profish Reloads. They make it rudder ready. Super easy way super easy just to fit a rudder to this kayak. There's also molded in brass inserts below these bolt points. So again, dead simple to bolt on your rudder bracket, thread your lines through these pre-installed tubes, and you've got a rudder kit set up on your kayak. And I'll run through how this is all steered and controlled as I move back down the kayak. But we got the sort of power cable coming from the motor and into a Viking chill pod. Now the chill pod, a really popular accessory for the Profish Reloads. They plug straight into the rear tank well, and it's basically a pod where you can store your catch. So you can fill it with some ice and pop your catch in there to keep it nice and cool throughout the day. You can throw some gear in there as well. But yeah, we've modified this for this particular customer to store his battery inside the pod. So if I just open up the sort of bread bin style lid on this, open that up, you can see in there the battery. We've secured it in place just with some high density foam cut to size, and it wedge fits in there. Makes the battery absolutely rock solid in there, can't move anywhere. But yeah, this is the larger Angler Pro battery. It's a 768 watt hour battery, quite a large lithium iron phosphate battery to power that motor. You get many hours of use out of this battery, especially if you're using it on the lower speeds. But yeah, that's all secured in there neatly inside the chill pod. Now we do have a cable running through to the motor itself, and we've had to route that through we've modified a scupper bung, a rubber scupper bung. So if I just pull this out, yeah, we've basically drilled a hole for the cable in the top of the scupper bung, sliced down the side to allow us to pop the cable into that hole, just run a cable tie around the top, It's, yeah, 40mm hole or something similar to that, through the chill pods, just so it's a nice push fit. You can just sort of force that bung back in place to make it a nice waterproof cable pass through, so that the connector on the end of this cable can pass through, plug into the battery that's inside there. Nice, neat setup. Everything's kept nice and tidy inside the chill pod. But there's still some room in there if you wanted to. The battery is waterproof. You could throw some fish in there as well. Yeah, that's how we've set up the Bixpy K-1 Angler Pro motor system on this Profish Reload. If we have a run round, I'll show you how the uphaul and deploy line works. So yeah, it's off a carabiner, and this comes with a Versa Rudder. There's a cord here, the uphaul cord. We've got it running down. There's some sort of molded in brass inserts found on the, you can just see one there, on the edge of the tank well. They're a 5/16 UNC thread, so we've used a bolt there for that thread to hold in place just a standard universal D-ring fitting for a kayak to help route that uphaul line through there. Keeps it running alongside the chill pod here. Comes alongside the seat. And I've just tied this up in a way that allows me to clip, well, a loop in one end that I've clipped into the seat clip, so that this line's always here, always accessible. You can always grab it. It's not going to, you know, disappear and you can't reach it. When it comes to wanting to pull that rudder up, I've got a loop here with a carabiner on. I can just pull it. The rudder pulls up. And then with this carabiner, I can just clip it on to one of the pad eyes that are found beside the seat. Some extra pad eyes fitted both sides as standard to allow you to clip on leashes and whatnot. Yeah, I've just used it to clip on this Bixpy uphaul cord, and it's just the right length that holds the rudder up out the water, so now you can paddle in to shore without risk of hitting your Bixpy K1 kit. So yeah, that's how we got the Bixpy uphaul and downhaul cord running on the Profish Reload. Nice and easy to operate, control, all from the comfort of your seat. It's all steered off the rudder control lines, which exit the footwell through the rudder tubing exit points here. We've got tiptoe control footrests. So as you're paddling, you can just see both sides, they move. You just apply pressure to the tops of your feet. As you do that, the rudder at the back starts to turn. Nice and easy way to control your motor or your rudder as you're paddling. A couple of other accessories we've fitted to this Profish Reload. We've got a Railblaza visibility kit fitted at the stern to the starport. And these come fitted as standard on the stern of the Profish Reload. Makes it dead easy to plug in something like the Railblaza visibility kit or their safety flag. Yeah, it's a high vis day glow orange flag and an all-round 360 white light, really bright. But yeah, perfect for helping you be seen on the water to other water users, particularly useful in areas where there's lots of other boat users. You want to make sure you're seen on the water so that there's no collisions. But yeah, that's dead easy to add to any Profish Reload, just off the starport, installed at the stern. A couple of carry handles at the back, well positioned, so you get two hands on there to lift the stern up if needed. And on this side, I've got fitted the anchor trolley kit. As I mentioned, there's brass inserts molded into the hull as standard, the M5 brass inserts. They're molded in there. Makes it dead easy to bolt on a pad eye with M5 bolts, short M5 bolts, and then you can clip on your anchor trolley kit as I've done here. So yeah, I've got a pulley clipped to the pad eye with a carabiner. Anchor trolley line runs all the way to the bow. On the bow pad eye, I've got a short section of bungee to which I've clipped another pulley. That gives some tension to the system, keeps everything nice and tight against the kayak, and gives some shock absorption whilst you're at anchor. we've added a small hook to this fitting here at the front. Now, as standard, the fittings look like this. And we've taken out this M5 bolt. We've added this little plastic hook on top, put a longer M5 bolt through. That just allows us just to catch the anchor trolley line under at this point, because it helps direct your anchor trolley line away from the cockpit. If you don't have it, it wants to jump across sort of like that, takes the shortest route. So just by deflecting it at this point, we can make sure it just stays away. So it's just not in your way. It usually wants to sit just at the edge of the footwell like that. Yeah, just a simple little addition just to make life a little easier on the water. But yeah, at the very center of the anchor trolley kit, you have the zigzag cleat fitted while it's just back from the seat. In this position here, there's a molded in M5 brand insert, just a single one. So I've made use of that by bolting one end of the zigzag cleat on. The other side, I've used a tri-fold rivet. So I've just had to drill a 5mm hole, pop a tri-fold rivet in. I've Sikaflex this on as well, so it's all fully sealed. That is a solid fitting to anchor your kayak from. So yeah, we've got the anchor trolley system with a carabiner there through which you could pass your anchor in line and shuttle it to the stern, or if you wanted to the bow, all from the comfort of the seat. I've gone in depth in many previous videos about anchoring kayaks and anchor trolley systems, so if you want to check out more detail on that, you know, check out one of my previous videos. But yeah, that just about completes all accessories, all features on this Profish Reload. It's an absolute mega setup, mega fishing kayak, proper bit of kit for saltwater fishing here in the UK. Okay guys, so there we go. That's Viking Kayaks Profish Reload, rigged up, ready for some serious saltwater kayak fishing right here in the UK. Hope you found that video useful, perhaps picked up some hints and tips on how you can rig up your own Profish Reload or your own fishing kayak. And if you've got any questions on how I've set any of this up in the video, feel free to pop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. And be sure to hit like and subscribe on my channel. There'll be more videos just like this where I'm showing rigged up fishing kayaks. And if you want to get your hands on something just like this here in the UK, be sure to get in contact with Cornwall Canoes. We're a kayak fishing specialist store, the importer for Viking kayaks here in the UK. We can get you set up with a sick rig just like this, so you can get out there, get kayak fishing and get catching some fish. Okay guys, we'll catch you next time.